What's going on, everybody? My name is Casper Perfumes, and welcome to How to Make Perfumes Volume 1.5. Feeling alive, baby. We're going to get into how to dilute viscous things, such as, in this case, Orontiol or Aralva or whatever other name it has. And we're going to go over how to dilute some powders. Let's dig deep. So, since considering the fact I am such a brilliant man, I figured we would go over how to dilute these things before we get into the next video, because the next part we're going to be going over all of our synthetics. We're going to be smelling, learning, doing big things. But I figured before we do that, I'll just show you how to dilute these things. Very easy, super simple, like the songs my daughter listens to on YouTube all day, and then I wake up hearing those songs, and this is completely irrelevant, but don't worry about it. So first, we're going to start with Aralva. So I want to show you. I hope you can see that. So you see, it is extremely viscous, but you'll notice that it is mobile, and mobility is good. Now we're going to dilute Aralva to 10%, like the rest of the synthetics. We're going to do that, but we're able to dilute this without having to heat it up. So heating up, we use a thing called a bain-marie. So what you'll do is, if you want to do it, you can absolutely do it right now. I'm not going to because I don't care. And what you would do is you would heat up an amount of water, not going to the top. And what you would do is you'll heat up the water, and then you'll place this in the water, and you open it a little bit, give it a little. So if it's closed, you give it a little bit of room to let it do its thing, so it doesn't fucking compress due to all the heat buildup in the bottle. And then you let it sit for 10-15 minutes, and it will become much more mobile and actiony. But I'm not doing that because, as I said, I don't care. But I want to show you something that you would have to do it for. This is Immortelle Absolute, one of the greatest smelling things on planet Earth. You can't even see it, I don't think, but maybe you can. I don't know. I have no idea if it's focusing or not because I'm using my phone, but it's super thick, and this definitely needs to get heated up before you can use it and dilute it. It's super thick, like my thighs. And then we're gonna go into the powder. So I'm gonna do everything from overhead view, the aerial view, and yeah, that's what we're gonna get into. Again, bain-marie, you just heat up some water, you place the thing in there without going to the very top, and you just let it sit, and it'll, as it heats up, it'll begin to become a little bit more mobile, not as viscous, and it's more usable. But with this, I don't think it's a big deal, and especially because we're diluting a small amount, it's no big deal. We're just gonna have to get to 1 gram. Now, before we do anything, remember we're making 10 gram in total, so we're gonna shoot for 1 gram on the money. However, if it goes a little over or a little under, it's just the same thing. So if it comes out to 1.12 grams, right? Let's just say we weigh it out and you get 1.12. Then you'll just add alcohol till you get to 11.2, sorry. Or if you get 0.98 grams, then you'll just weigh out 9.8 grams. You'll add the ethanol till you get to that point. So very simple. We'll go over it from the aerial view. Oh, blitzkrieg. Okay, so you have this set to 0. Everything is good. We're gonna put our little dropper bottle down. Bong, tear it to 0. And remember, here is our Orontiol, and we're just gonna pour it in. Now remember, I'm not nervous. Swear to God, this is a slow process, but we're gonna do just fine. I promise. And we're gonna whoop. Oh my God. Here we go. We're just adding them up. And then what you could do is you start twisting a little bit. Keep it going. Come on, sucker. And we're just gonna slowly but surely. Alright, I got 0.864. I'm happy with that. Not even gonna complain. So we got 0.866. So as long as we're in that 8.6 realm, I'll weigh out 8.66. Grab our big ass jug of ethanol, and we're gonna Go all the way in. How boring is this? I think my pipette is broken. Why wouldn't it be broken? We're all broken inside. But it's okay. So long as we persist, we do God's work here. So we're almost there. Let's see if we get in that range. All right, there you go. 8.66, good enough for me. Happy with that. Let's close up that ethanol so we don't take any unwarranted smells, and we're just gonna cap this bad boy. Pretty much same rules applies. Add no matter what you want to dilute it to. So we did a 10% dilution. I just stopped at that 8.66. You could keep going further if you want. Doesn't matter. It was just easy enough for me to do. We probably won't be using that much of it. We have an old used bottle of Indolorome, so we're going to use that. We're going to pop that bad boy down. We're going to hit tear. I hope you bought this scent strip right here, the one with the little ridge line, because we're going to fold it up. Where is it? Here you go. We're going to make a nice little tight fold. Now, for Indolorome, because it's stronger. Oh, I also forgot to talk about Aralva. So Aralva is actually a shift base. And what a shift base is blending an amine with an aldehyde or a ketone. In this case, the amine is methylanthranilate, and the aldehyde is hydroxycitronello, which was synthesized to convey the odor of lily of the valley or muguet back in the day, because you can't really distill it. So pretty much what you do is you would weigh out each molecule's respective molecular weights, and then you put them together. It'll form some water, and then it creates a really viscous, long-lasting molecule. Methylanthranilate does have a grape orange flower type note. It occurs in tons of naturals. Hydroxycitronello does not, and I would say that orontiol is probably the most used shift base. Now for Indolorome, two things about it that I think are good. We're going to use Indol in the future, but for now, Indolorome is, in comparison to Indol, they do smell very close. However, typically you would need more Indolorome than you would Indol in terms of its odor and how it interacts. Indol can cause discoloration in perfume, so that's kind of a pain in the ass if that's not what you're into. And in my opinion, Indolorome also lacks the lacks like that naphthalene mothball type note. So that's really good. And we're going to dilute this to 1%, not 10. So if 10 grams is our total, we're going to add 0.1 grams of Indol. Now, if we go a little over or a little under, we just got to do a little bit of math. So what you could do, it's probably more than fucking point. Oh, no. Oh, no. Come on, sucker. I'm trying to talk, motherfucker. So what you could do is you could just literally pick up the bottle, because you see how all the numbers change, because it memorized what the weight was, and we just, come on, you motherfucker. You stick the whole thing in there, and you dump it down so you don't have powder shooting everywhere. Alright, so we got 0.179. Too much. Go ahead, take out a little bit. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh, come on. Oh my god. 0.34, let's see what we got. So like right now it says 0.058. That means you would weigh 5.8 grams to make it 1 gram. Alright, fuck it. I'm cool with that. Now I'll take a little more. Come on, don't be stingy. Alright, 0.9. I'm cool with that. So you got 0.9 grams. Close up our little powder. Made a fucking mess. I'm not supposed to be doing that. I'm supposed to be a professional. Now we have 0.92. We're going to weigh 9.2. What we're going to do. So we're going to go all the way up till we weigh 0.92. Alright, good enough. I remember, like, these hundreds columns, they're not like the fucking most important thing in the world. Give it a little agitation. If you want, if the powder doesn't dissolve, which it will, if it doesn't, then you can hit with a little bain marie. So I hope this made perfect sense. It's not too difficult, as everything else is not. Everything is pretty simple in this world of perfumery. People will lie to you. Nah, it should get real difficult. But anyways, I hope all of this made sense. If you do need further clarification, I will absolutely help you out because I'm such a gentleman. That's what I do. It's really hot in my house right now. It's like really hot. Strangely hot. Yeah, so now that those are diluted, for the next video, go ahead and dilute the rest of your synthetic molecules to 10%, the same way we did all the essential oils, same exact thing. So you can weigh out to 1 gram of the material and then 9 grams of ethanol to get you to your 10 gram total. And we'll just go over smelling them. We're not going to do any blending with them, not yet. And yeah, that's it. So we're just going to go over smelling, and I will see you in the next one. Adios, amigos. Oh, and the same rules apply for powders. And I just do want to point out that certain powders are more soluble or less soluble than others. So something like musk ketone, it fucking sucks. Like, to even get it diluted at 10% is really difficult. It usually falls out of dilution. Some things you could even do 50% of. Like indolorome, you could probably get away with a 50% dilution. It's just going to require a lot of mixing and stuff like that. And we're not doing that. So again, we're doing it at 1% because everything else is 10%. So it'll mesh better in our blends. I will see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. Adios, amigos.